Good morning. Today, I'd like to talk to you about flashcards. Yes, in piano, it's a great idea to use flashcards for learning the notes. And over many, many years of teaching and working with students, I did develop a game that I like to play with my students pretty much on a regular basis, how to use these flashcards and teaching them how they work and how the notes work, how it applies to the piano. And I think I have something to share with you that you might not find on other YouTube channels. I have a game that I created many years ago, and this is how it works. All right, first of all, I want to introduce you to the flashcards. This is the set of flashcards. That's what it looks like. All right, and you can order these from Amazon. It's a really great set. It has everything you're going to need for you, for your child, or whoever's taking lessons, or if you're trying to figure these things out for yourself. I'll show you. Here's what it is. I like to start with middle C. That's this card in the set. And if you look down in the bottom, right down there, it says number 25. Now, so that makes it easier for you to find because of the numbers. But this is middle C. It's in the middle of what we call the grand staff. It's got that little ledger line in it. So that's really the first note we learn in flashcards. Next is the letter D. It's the very next space note. And on the card, it says 26. The next letter is the letter E. And this is the bottom line of treble clef staff. Next is the letter F. It's the first space inside the treble clef staff. That's F. And then next we have the letter G. It's 2 lines up. In fact, this treble clef, if you look at the shape of it, it looks like the letter G. In fact, it wraps around the G line about 4 times if you look close. So that's the letter G. So we're only going to focus on those 5 letters for right now. So C, D, E, F, G. Looks like that. C, D, E, F, G. All right. And they go with these notes on the piano. C, D, E, F, G. And that's what that looks like. Now, when I have a student work on these notes, we do them in order, just like that. C, D, E, F, G. And they look at them, and you can see how it moves from line to space to line to space to line. And that's how the music is going to move on the staff. That's how it works. Now, then we shake things up a little bit because music doesn't always go that way. All right, so here's what we do. Let's take out a note. Now what do you play? Oh, there's a note missing. Let's take a look at that. That is C, E, F, G. And if you notice, that's the beginning of a song. Get the idea? Oh, when the Saints, just by removing one note. Okay, next, we're going to take out another note. We're going to take away this one. Now we have just the line notes, C, E, and G. It goes like this, C, E, G. And that way you can see that by going from a line note to a line note to a line note, those are all skips over one white key. Every time you go from a line to a line to a line, you're skipping over one white key. Oh, so that's how that works. Well, what if we rearrange those? Here we go. Oh, now we have C, G, E. Part of a different song. So that helps by with recognition of all of these notes. You're going to see, oh, they can go in order. They can be removed or taken away. They can go up by steps or by skips. You learn all of that with just those 5 letters. Okay, now I'm really going to put them all back together and mix them all up like that and see if a student can figure out what they are when they're completely mixed up. This is what this pattern is. F, E, C, D, G. Very mixed up, right? So you really need to know what these notes are. Well, how do you do that? How do you figure out what those notes are? Well, it's a matter of going through the notes like this. Okay, what letter is that? Not really sure. And if you're trying to do this at home, you're not really sure what note that is, guess what? You look on the back, the answer is right there on the back. It tells you right there, that's the letter F. Okay? And if you just go by the alphabet, if you look at the letter C and you count up, C is a line note, D is a space note, E is a line note, F is a space note. C, D, E, F. So there's several ways we can figure out what the notes are. But if we just start with these 5, there's several ways we can figure that out. Now, here comes the game. This is the game I like to play with my students. Here's how it works. I put the letter on the keyboard, on the music stand. And what I say to the student is, you get one chance to get this right. If you get it right and you play the right key, you keep the card. If you miss it, I get the card. It comes over here. All right? Then, as long as you get more cards than I do, you win the flashcard game. And why do you only get one chance to get it right? That's because when you play in front of an audience, you only get one chance to get it right. Because if you play the wrong note, they've already heard it. You're not going to be able to go back and change it. You can't go back and change a mistake when people have heard the note that was a mistake, right? So we want to get the notes right the first time. And that's what these flashcards really help you to do. It helps you to get the note right the first time. And so by recognition and going through these keys and matching up and figuring out where does this go on the piano, that helps you to get the notes right every time. All right, so if a student gets more cards than I do and they win the prize, they get a prize from the bowl. So I have a little set of treats, candies, a little type of thing like that, where students can pick a prize for winning the flashcard game. It makes it a lot of fun for the kids. And I even use these with adults because it's great for learning to read the notes one note at a time. And here's one more song that I really like to show students that you can play with just these 5 notes. C, G, F, E, D. See if you know what song this is. That's the beginning of Star Wars. So that's another one you can show to students and then you can work with on your own. And then once we learn these 5 notes, then we go to the left hand and I work with the next 5 notes, which are low C, C, D, E, F, G up here. And then we have 10 notes. We've doubled our number of cards. And then we play the game again at another class. So they can practice these at home. And again, the answers are right on the back of the card. And we can play games with these. The kids can earn treats with these. It just makes piano lessons a lot more fun when there's a game involved. And when there's a chance to win a prize, it really makes it a lot more fun. So that's all I have to share today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day and keep on practicing the piano. You'll be glad you did.